The story of Geometry Dash's new #1 player. I've been told this is a really good documentary about Doggie. And I already know he's good at creating levels, which a lot of people don't know. He's good at playing levels. He's good at making YouTube videos and editing and like all this different type of stuff. So let's see what Doggie's all about through this documentary. Grief!
Hold up. Let's go back in time.
Ew, the Grief song sounds so creepy backwards.
Hey guys, one of Doggie.
Doggie.
Ah! That is not Doggie's voice, bro.
Real name Michael Matarazzo was born in New York on April 5th, 2006. As a kid, his brother loved to play hockey, and Michael would occasionally watch his brother from time to time.
Yo, Doggie, I forgot that he wasn't just spawned as like a 20-year-old or whatever.
Playing with him for a year, and
This dude was a kid at one time.
winning an award. Even with this, he never really cared for the sport as much, and spent his time playing video games instead. Minecraft was one of his first interests. His love for Minecraft came from watching his favorite YouTubers at the time, such as Basic Canadian and Sky Does Minecraft. But a year later, something happened that would change
Bro, I remember those Minecraft guys. I personally liked Susundi.
everything.
Oh boy. Chapter 2, the start of
During
Doggie.
his cousin's birthday party,
Doggie's GD career.
he saw him playing Geometry Dash on his phone. He kindly asked to play it, and from that point on, he was hooked. His mother was spammed until she finally caved in and bought the game for him. Doggie uploaded his very first Geometry Dash video on January 14th, 2015 on his channel Rippy Doggie.
How to get all coin on back on track Geometry Dash Ep 1. Doggie was up to great things already, chat.
Marking the start of his career. Let's play a game real quick. How long do you think it took him to beat his first demon? 5 months? 27 days? 12 days? Or if you said 12
What was the last option? What was that? Okay, I'm saying, wait, so it's 5
27
months, 27 days,
12 days?
12 days, and I don't know what that fourth option was. So I'm gonna say, it took me a while to beat my first demon, but like, I'm me. Doggie's Doggie. He's like verifying grief right now. It probably took him like 12 days.
Or if you said 12 days, you'd be right. It took him 12
Wow.
days. Mind you.
Bro, 12 days to beat a demon, bro. I have only beaten, bro, how long did it take me? It probably took me like a few months. I was not like cracked like that, bro. I'm not Doggie, bro. I was not cracked like him. It took me a while to get good at Geometry Dash. Like, I'm talking like from the day I started to the day I beat an extreme demon, I think like an 8-year gap, bro. Doggie probably like 1 year.
It was done with the secret way, but this does mark his very first demon completion. For the next 6 months, he'd spend his time polishing all his skills and beating all the main levels with at least 30 demons to his name. This would also mark his switch from mobile to PC. He continued beating demons, with him now introducing a face cam to his videos.
Yo, let me move my face cam. Look at it. Look at little Doggie down there wearing pajamas. Dude, this kid looks like he's like 4.
But right after completing his new hardest, Demon 8-0, a game came out that would halt his progression for a short period of time.
Fortnite?
Fucking post this shit like you think I'm gonna fucking do some crazy fucking dance every single time, and it's so it pisses me off. It's just if I've been
Bro, Ninja is so aura. I gotta move my face cam again because Doggie switched up again. Wait, bro, he was that young playing Fortnite, bro. This makes me feel so old, bro. I swear when that came out, how old was I when Fortnite? I swear I was in like, I don't even know, bro. Probably middle school, 8th grade. Nah, it was 8th grade when Fortnite blew up. That's when I remember that. He was probably only a 6th grade at this point. That checks out.
Oh my god.
Fortnite was gaining popularity fast, sucking Doggie right in with it. He started
Yeah, if y'all don't know, Doggie was actually, he's pretty good at Fortnite.
in the game very early on, but didn't fully commit until Chapter 1, Season 4. He started going crazy, uploading wins and other types of Fortnite content. Even with his new passion, he still truly never left Geometry Dash, claiming his first Extreme Demon completion of Mini, Cataclysm, on August 27, 2018.
Oh my, 2018 he was beating Extreme Demons? Bro, it took me until 2023. Or like, bro.
But taking only 5,633 attempts, which is great, even by today's standards. Anyway, he continued to play Fortnite, but then Chapter 2 dropped. But eventually he started focusing
Bro, Chapter 2 Fortnite, no comment.
a bit more on Geometry Dash, where he would start to learn about the ever-growing community, discovering Nepesta and the gang.
Dude, when Doggie started editing for Nepesta, like, that's was such a big era of Geometry Dash. Like, Nepesta was the biggest YouTuber at the time, I would say. Well, probably aside from Eric Van Wilderman. And then Doggie was his editor. And Doggie made a video, bro. I'm gonna pull up this video because this is, like, ball knowledge to know this. Yeah, he made this video, a day with editing for Nepesta. And I, like, back then, I was just, like, a dumb kid. And I was like, bro, how do people edit YouTube videos? I don't even know how to edit. And I watched this, and I learned so much from this video, bro. Shout out to Doggie, bro. Because this video actually taught me so much, like, tricks. Like, searching for, like, the parts in the video where the audio is like spiking because that means they're talking and just cutting out the rest of the fluff. Like, bro, ball knowledge right here, bro. This taught me so much, this video. A day with editing for Nepesta. Inspirational right there. Inspirational. Chapter 3, Kenos!
When he returned from Fortnite, he was completely lost. He had no previous connection to the community, so for the first couple of weeks, he spent some time diving into it. He watched a couple of videos on memory demons, which brought him to Killbot. With his acquired skill boost from Cataclysm, he would absolutely demolish Killbot, beating it in just
bro, these kids and their memory levels, bro. Not me, bro. You're not catching me playing no memory extreme demons. I don't know. I do want to be Killbot one day, though. It is a cool level. We'll see. Like this Vortrox 2 video if I should be Killbot.
1 month.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! Oh!
But he didn't stop there, as he would soon discover Nepesta. He would regularly tune into his streams, watching him for hours on end. He was very intrigued by Nepesta's Kenos verification, and ultimately, he would see Nepesta's legendary reaction to verifying Kenos.
Oh my god!
Bro, this is literally, you know, this meme, this moment, him beating this level, this meme like transcended Geometry Dash and became a meme outside of it, and that's what brought me back into the game. Because I started playing GD in like 2015 or something like that, maybe even 2014, but like this meme is what made me get back into the game, because I was like, bro, there's streamers for Geometry Dash now with face cam? What? I'm getting back into this game. Shout out to Nepesta for getting me back into Geometry Dash and also just being a great influence. Love you, Nepesta.
And from Doggie watching all the streams, he was pretty interested in Kenos. And as we know, Doggie's not the type to fret from challenges, so he set his sights on Kenos. It started pretty slow, with Doggie only getting 26%.
Dang.
The one time I get a high score, it's with those icons.
Wait, did I say slow? This is Doggie we're talking about. 4 days later, he would get 38%.
Bro, Doggie's voice got so deep now, bro.
As his second big progress. But soon after, he would take some time to play some other levels. And right after his 2-month break, he'd finally get a new best of 51%.
Yes! 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 Yes!
But suddenly, he just stopped. Crazy, right? But why? School would be picking up again, taking all of his time away from Geometry Dash. But Doggie wouldn't let this stop him. He'd soon return from his break and do 52 to 100, missing the level in 2 runs by only 1%. But 2 days later, he'd achieve 64%, getting the level in 2 runs. And he wouldn't stop there, where he'd get 41 to 100, 17 to 100, 87%, then his worst fail yet, 96%.
No!
A fail so devastating, most would lose hope, but not Doggie. Only 2 days later, he'd be approaching the last ship once again, and this time, he wouldn't mess it up.
Oh my god!
Bro, wearing a white t-shirt too, just like Nepesta.
Yes! I speak Kenos.
This marks the moment where Doggie became pretty tough.
I don't know what to tell y'all, bro. I'm simply just better than y'all niggas.
After Kenos, he would continue beating a bunch of
No, that's not Doggie, by the way. He didn't say that, but it looks like him. I was like a big meme back then.
levels, with some of the notable ones being Crimson Planet, the Golden, and even Tartarus. This would get some attention around his name, especially attention from a certain creator, Ice Cave. You may be able to guess what comes next, but if you can't, well, it's now time
Ice Cave
for Slaughterhouse.
Aura.
Before we get into the next chapter, consider liking and subscribing. It helps
Yes,
a whole
bro.
lot. Anyways,
Yes, subscribe to Vernosis. Let's get him to 20K subs, bro. And thumbs up to the video. Let's play.
Let's get back to Doggie. Ice Cave would notice Doggie's sudden skill boost and would shoot him a message about possibly verifying an upcoming top 1 extreme demon named Slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse was originally supposed to be verified by Zanny, but he was
Yo, am I tripping? I thought this was an open verification.
dropping it, making Ice Cave look for a substitute, and Doggie was the perfect fit. He gladly agreed and started progressing really fast, getting a new best of 30%.
No, why?
Yo, his voice dropped like that, bro. Puberty hit him like a truck.
Just a couple days later, though, he'd finally reached 51%, down to the part that quite literally everyone hates.
Yo, am I tripping? I swear this was an open verification and then Space UK verified it first, but Doggie was like the second victor, which made him the verifier by default. Am I tripping? I thought it was something like that.
But even with its immense difficulty, Doggie would achieve 59% a few days later, passing River for the very first time.
What? Okay. Are you kidding me? That's such bullshit.
It was looking great, everyone was rooting for him, but suddenly, Doggie would lose motivation, and Slaughterhouse would be passed on to an upcoming player named Space UK.
I just woke up in a fucking steaming mood, yeah? Because I live.
Yo, am I tripping or is this not accurate? I swear it was an open verification, no? Hold on, I have to be tripping. Was Slaughterhouse an open verification? I swear it was like a race, unless I'm thinking of Acheron. Okay, so I'm looking this up here. It's talking about initially it was said to be verified by Space UK, like after Doggie, but it ended up being fake. And then following the exposal, the verification race took place, and then Doggie was like the first verification after. All right, never mind. I take it back. I'm tripping. I'm thinking of Acheron. Acheron was an open verification that Doggie participated in, I believe. Wait, is the AI wrong too? Chat, what's right? What do I even trust? Wait, let's go to the Wikipedia. The Wikipedia will know. The Wikipedia will have the answers to this. Okay, so this is saying Zanny was the verifier, dropped it, then Doggie picked it up, and then he made progress, and then there was an argument, and then Doggie was focused on something else, then Cursed was going to be the verifier, Doggie was the backup, and then Cursed wasn't doing anything, and then Ice Cave made an open verification. I'm so confused, bro.
Space UK was known as the best player of all time during this period, beating anything in his past with
Space UK!
ease, as well as taking down Slaughterhouse in only 41,000 attempts with this legendary reaction.
I can't fucking react, otherwise I'm gonna cough so.
Dude, looking back, this reaction sounds so fake. I don't know how we didn't know sooner.
On April 25th, 2023, Paco would come to upload one of the most important videos in Geometry Dash's history. And with Space UK outed as the biggest cheater in the game's history, this would be one of the biggest revelations in Doggie's career so far. And with that, Doggie verified his very first top 1, making him one of the best players at the time.
Yes! Oh.
Yeah, and when he did this, I don't think he knew he verified it, because I think he just thought he was the first victor. I'm so confused with this. But you know what, though? It don't matter. This is about Doggie, it's not about Slaughterhouse.
Oh my fucking god. Yes!
Watch your mouth, boy!
Being closed, Doggie had bigger and harder things to come. Please don't add some stupid ad. Freshly off his Slaughterhouse verification, Doggie would release his reaction to the 2021 Geometry Dash rewards, which Doggie ended up winning YouTuber of the Year, and also a year prior, winning Streamer of the Year. Anyways, Doggie would continue with his Extreme Demon Alphabet, a series he would originally create to ladder up to Kenos. But slowly, this became one of his most successful series by far, ending this legendary series off with the iconic level, Zodiac.
Let's go.
Zodiac.
Let's go, dude.
Dude, I gotta beat Zodiac one day too, bro.
Oh my god. Let's fucking go.
But speaking of legendary series being ended, we have to talk about National Nepesta Day. This series was made to celebrate the verification of Kenos. These videos would be filled with Nepesta merch, the classic Mario Kart music, and the amazing reaction we all know and love today. Doggie made 3 separate National Nepesta Day videos, each on the anniversary of
I don't remember these.
The Kenos verification. The first video where Doggie starts his Kenos journey, and the second and third where he chooses a random demon Nepesta to beat that year. But you may be asking yourself, why is this small small little joke series so important, and why am I mentioning it? Well, this video was the first time Doggie really tried to make a Geometry Dash video. It also became the biggest video on his channel for a short amount of time, and only 9 days after he released his video on Nepesta uploaded on his community tab, asking for new editors, and of course, Doggie was the one who made it, and soon after, they created some of the most entertaining Geometry Dash content.
Dude, yeah, this XO video, classic, bro. The waving with Nepesta videos, like, dude, Nepesta was the YouTuber, bro. I would watch this stuff all the time. Like, this is what really got me back into the game. So major W to Nepesta and Doggie for editing.
To this day, even though Doggie was making content consistently and editing for Nepesta, it never stopped him from pushing his limits in the game, as he would soon after beat levels such as Saccharin Circles and Zodiac, and also verifying Unnerf Aerial Gleam and the iconic Biden Circles. But with that, his skills wouldn't just stop there. He'd keep pushing the boundaries of Geometry Dash and becoming the first victor of Riot's new level named Acheron. First showcased in July of 2021, had multiple players racing for the title of Verifier, with Doggie being a frontrunner near the end of the race with 41% on his own version.
Yeah. This clip.
He wasn't just fighting.
No, the Acheron race was weird because, like, they had a rule, or I guess they didn't have a rule, rather, so people would kind of, like, adjust their copies a little bit. Nowadays, when verification races happen, like, they're like, okay, like, don't change anything. But back then, like, I remember Zoink, like, buffed his copy. Wolves had different gameplay. All the Acheron copies everybody was racing on were slightly different. It was very strange.
Fighting for the verification rights, he was fighting against Zoink's super buff version of the level, riddled with 60 Hz frame perfects that just make the level unbearable for most people to play. Soon after, though, Zoink would show his dominance, getting a new run of 97%, putting a lot of pressure on Doggie, which soon came to an end when Zoink would pass the last click, verifying Acheron.
I verified Acheron! I verified Acheron!
Zoink's evil all texture pack, bro.
Doggie was not going to give up. He'd achieved quick progress such as 58% and 35 to 100, but only a few days later, Doggie would fluke all the way to 91%, having his first shot at the last 10%.
What in the world, bro?
This would only push him and motivate him further to secure the title as the first victor of Acheron. And unfortunately, soon after, Doggie would relive the same fate as Zoink.
Not at 7.
Oh my god, bro.
But with Doggie's persistence, 4 streams later, he would become the first victor of Acheron.
Yes! Yes!
Yo, this is by far the most emotion I've ever seen from Doggie. He's like the nonchalant king, bro. But look at him. Look at him. He's like, I ain't never seen him do that since then.
Fuck!
Well, you know the reason we haven't seen him do since then. This is still his current hardest. He's been doing grief ever since this.
Oh my god!
With his skill reaching...
Yo, actually, when he beats grief, bro, Doggie's gonna flip. Flip, girl!
the top, he was nearing 100 extreme demons, which leads us into our next chapter. Ever since the early days of Doggie's career, he was obsessed with extreme demons. Doggie pulled through with his very first extreme demon in 2018 being Cataclysm, with extra motivation after watching Eric Van Wilderman beating it.
Oh, we beat Cataclysm. We actually beat Cataclysm. Oh my god.
And slowly, a fire would start to brew in Doggie, and he would slowly start to beat extreme after extreme with ease. And only 4 years after Doggie's first extreme demon, he would start to hone in on his 100th, with only 8 left to go. He would start this grind with Frozen Cave, a level he would make quick work of, only beating it in around 8k attempts.
See, this was the dawn of his nonchalance.
It's a pretty good level. What the pretty good level? It's just the pre-drop, bro.
Around this time, he'd also release his video of Arcturus, a top 7 demon at the time, and a level he'd keep hidden from his community for Eric Van Wilderman's 12 Demons of Christmas series.
That's insane.
He beat Arcturus? I didn't even know that.
That is fucking nuts. Why does this feel so weird?
With Arcturus done, he'd only have 6 extreme demons left. With Doggie narrowing down the levels he wanted to complete, he had to go back in time to a level he had on his radar since 2019, Deimos. No! Wrong one, dumbass.
Fuck you too, bruh. Fine, here it is.
Yeah, that one. Doggie would...
Wait, who's that? Is that an editor? Was he arguing with his editor? Is one of these guys. Zashi, who's Jester maxing, bro? That's funny.
to Pestis verification all the way back in 2019 and somehow thought this looked fun, and finally finishing it off in 2023, leaving him with only 2 levels to go.
Chat, I gotta beat Deimos, bro. I gotta beat Deimos one day.
In Super Hate Me World and Quao.
Wow.
I don't know how to pronounce that, but before Quao, he made super quick work of Super Hate Me World, beating it in only 5,400 attempts.
How did I only die to that last ship one time? Bro.
Leaving him with his final level until his 100th Extreme Demon. Wow. A strange choice from Doggie considering it was a glorified wave challenge. He'd still make quick work of it, even fluking it from 32%, which was a huge motivation boost for Doggie.
Holy wave carried.
Bro, why does this all make you so nervous?
Bro, who is that, bro?
Dude, oh my god. I almost died like 50 times at the end.
And leading him into his next challenge, VSC, the hardest challenge in the
Dude, I forgot that he freaking beat VSC. Oh my gosh. That's right.
For over 3.5 years would slowly fall to Doggie, with him beating it in over 68,000 attempts, becoming the 7th victor of the level, and the 2nd player in history to have the hardest challenge and the hardest demon completed at the same time.
Look how firm he is.
Yes! Fuck you, bro. Let's fucking go, bro. Holy fuck!
But with VSC off his plate, it was time for him to beat his 100th Extreme Demon, Silent Clubstep.
Oh boy.
And shortly after, Doggie would start up his first stream of Silent Clubstep, but little did he know, he was in for his longest journey yet.
Dude, my favorite fact about Silent Clubstep is that, you know, he got 3 to 100% while beating this? Yeah, 3 to 100. Ridiculous run.
But like usual, progress was looking very fast and promising. He continued to slowly edge his way up to the drop, but soon before his first ever drop attempt from 0, he'd already get 24 to 100 on stream 9, almost securing the level in 2 separate runs.
Now you gotta remember though, 24 to 100 is like way easier than 0 to 24 in this level. This level is so beginning heavy.
Nice, dude.
Soon after, he would achieve a new best of 30%, beating the level in 2 runs and really putting his foot on the gas.
Okay.
But he'd soon notice a reoccurring issue from 0. He would just instantly die to the drop. So, he developed a new strategy to gain consistency, named the
Uncle Sam strat, right?
Uncle Sam strat.
I'm gonna love you.
Hey! Let's go! I don't know what's with the intro.
A strat where he would play from 1 star position for hours on end, helping him achieve the consistency he needed to conquer Silent Clubstep once and for all. But Doggie would start to realize that this could take longer than Acheron, which would stress him out a solid amount. So when Doggie reached stream 52, he knew it was time to lock in and finish Silent Clubstep. And on stream 52, Doggie would open his stream on Silent Clubstep for the final day, or so he thought. He would start his stream off normal, but he had set aside a full day, spending a full 8 hours just to beat Silent Clubstep.
Oh my gosh. 8 hours of playing 1 level. That's crazy. I have never done that. The longest I've spent on 1 level is probably like 4 hours. Maybe 5.
And during the stream, he was playing extremely well and looked like he was on pace to beat it that day, getting 3 to 100. Yes, you heard me right. 3.
Yep.
So soon after that, he would start from 0 again. And as he was approaching the last jumps for the first time, he would die to the second to last jump, tanking his motivation. And ending stream 52 off on a negative note. But even after that devastating fail, Doggie would still come back and finish this beast of a level. On stream 61, Doggie would become the 2nd victor of Silent Clubstep, and finishing this as his 100th Extreme Demon.
Let's see, will he react? Yes or no? Let's see.
POV, you crapped your pants.
And with Silent Clubstep done,
What? Did I hear that right? Rewind.
POV, you crapped your pants.
And with Silent Clubstep done,
I have never seen that in my life. What are we talking about, Doggie? What?
Have another level he'd be hinting at. Deimos, a brand new top 10 showcased to the community only 5 months prior, was put into Doggie's lap to verify. And on March 11th, he'd boot up his
this is the other Deimos. There's 2 extreme demons named Deimos. Technically 3, but only 2 are out right now.
very first stream of Deimos. Doggie would make his first real big progress leap on stream 4 with a run of 50 to 100. With Deimos being considered second half heavy, this was a really solid progress. progress. But Doggie would soon realize something that would put his progress to a halt. May was slowly approaching, and with that, it was the month of Memory, a community challenge made by veteran player Aeon Air. And if you're unsure what this challenge is, it's basically a month where everyone has to beat a memory level. With many memory levels out there, Doggie decided to put 8 of them on a wheel and let fate decide his next extreme demon.
Bro, watch it be Limbo. Yeah, there it is.
Oh my god, I hate this game.
Limbo. This level was a beast, and with Doggie only having 1 month to beat it, he'd start to wonder if he was going to be able to pull through with his challenge. But shortly after, he'd make his first big leap in progress, getting 47% and 35% on May 12th.
Dude, I just like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I haven't really played any. Well, actually, it's definitely because of that. I just cannot do memory levels. Like, I can't even get to 1% of Limbo. You want proof? I'll open up a Limbo. I'm gonna do like 10 attempts. Watch, I won't even get 1%. Watch this. I just don't need, like, how are you supposed to get memory levels? Maybe after the black orb I jump. Like, what are you like, what is this? Like, I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do here. I mean, what are we, like 5 attempts in? I'm not gonna get this. I just don't know what you're supposed to do. Come on, at least get me, I don't even have 1% in this level. I've never gotten 1. 1! Yeah, it's not gonna happen. This is my last attempt. Oh. I was 0.98%. Maybe one day I'll be good enough, but that day is certainly not now. Ah!
Did I like forget what to do? I don't know. What did I just do?
And only 2 streams later, Doggie would achieve a new best of 66%.
Dang. Swift progress.
Wow. Okay, that was not supposed to happen.
But he would still have the infamous last wave to worry about, which had stopped many players before. And on May 24th, Doggie would have his final stream of
Dude, the ending of Limbo is so iconic. It's definitely one of the greatest parts ever made ever.
Limbo, with his best only being 74%. People were wondering if Doggie decided to drop it, but soon after, the whole community was shocked when Doggie released his newest video on May 31st with Doggie's Limbo completion.
Oh my god. Please, dude.
Did he get it right, Pink? You don't know until you fall to the bottom.
Oh my god, I don't know. Yes!
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 And very soon after, Doggie would come to verify deimos.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Yeah, by the way, super buffed remake of Phobo is probably the worst level I could play, but it would be fun.
Oh my god!
And with deimos done, Doggie would start to go on a verification spree, starting with the Exospear, his own mega collab that's been in the works.
This is why I said earlier he's also good at creating. Bro, he made like a part or 2 in this, and like they're really good quality. Like and we all know he made The End Is Here. Like Doggie's good at creating on top of playing and YouTubing and editing.
Months. He'd make very fast progress, dying to 60% on stream 2. But the very next stream, Doggie would get one of his worst fails in ages, 98%.
No! Fuck, dude.
But this didn't stop him at all. As the very next stream, he'd verify it.
No face cam?
And very soon after, he'd pick up another verification, Delta, a top 50 at the time, and verifying it in only 10 streams, proving further he was one of the greatest players in the game's history.
Dang. Remember when Doggie used to play a bunch of different extreme demons? Different times. Now we've been on 2 years of grief, which I imagine we're going to get to soon in this video. Next chapter.
Yes.
Ooh, I like the song.
Doggie would be streaming a new project, Abyss of Darkness, a top 5 at the time, but we aren't going to focus on the level progression this time around. We're going to focus on his 30th stream. He'd boot up his stream as usual, but shortly thereafter, he'd receive a cluster of emails, all regarding his password being changed.
Oh boy.
Oh, I just got like 50 emails that someone...
Oh my gosh, when he got hacked while streaming, this was crazy.
Every email changed. Oh shit, bro, I'm getting hacked right now.
He'd start to get worried and told
Bro, how are you smiling while you're getting hacked? I'd be freaking.
This happened.
What are they doing with my account? Hello. I did not type that. Why are you in my chat, bro? Who is this? What?
Soon after this, the hacker struck a deal with Doggie.
Wait, if you pass the Slaughterhouse level, you will receive a password from the...
Dude, the hackers were actually trolling him. Oh my gosh.
It seems so fake, bro.
So Doggie would finally start his grind, doing the impossible. Yeah, that was a fucking lie. He just turned on NoClip and they didn't buy it for shit. Thankfully though, everything turned out okay. And he would never fall for one of these sponsorship scams again. There's no way! But another takeaway from this stream...
Bro, Doggie is like the master of getting hacked, bro. His whole channel's been taken like 2 or 3 times. I don't even know how, bro.
It's somebody we haven't mentioned yet, who's played a huge part in Doggie's videos. Olivia, Doggie's first ever public relationship, starting around his Slaughterhouse verification, when Olivia would start joining voice calls with Doggie every now and then, and making her first official appearance in a Doggie video.
I feel like this is awkward to bring up in the documentary.
On December 20th.
Because, anyways.
With Doggie Challenges 8. With this video doing very well, Doggie would feature her in more videos and streams. She became a community favorite for a period of time, appearing in almost all of Doggie's new streams. She started showing up in most of Doggie's Extreme Demon highlight videos as a special guest, but wasn't a main component until her next full appearance in Doggie's new video, enhancing Rob Top levels. Olivia wasn't the best player out there, so she was a perfect fit, since she still hasn't beaten all the main levels yet. The next big project Doggie would have Olivia feature in was one of his biggest videos yet, where Doggie would get 100 of his viewers.
Bro, yeah, this is so awkward. Ex-girlfriend versus 100 fans. Bro, I would have just like left this part out of the... This is not relevant to him, bro. Vernosis could have easily skipped this bit. Especially because like he has a different girlfriend now, so that's so awkward.
To face off against Olivia to see who knows Doggie better, which Olivia ultimately won. Should have subbed me in there, bro. I would have won. I'm just saying. But we will mention more about Olivia in a later chapter. Now we have to cover Doggie's most iconic...
All right, maybe it's relevant later.
...series, and in my opinion, his very best. Doggie December. A series started all the way back in 2022, would be a fan favorite for many, slowly becoming the most anticipated series in Geometry Dash. Doggie December in a nutshell is just 9 brand new videos from him every December, with Doggie starting it with his highlights video of Calculator Core. He would upload 8 more full-length videos the same month, with videos such as...
Bro, Doggie December is crazy, because you know right now, Doggie's already planning for Doggie December, like this year. And right now, it's March. Doggie takes Doggie December serious, bro. That's when he uploads like 8 videos in 1 month. Or more than that, like 12 videos, something crazy.
Doggie Challenges 8, and even enhancing Slaughterhouse. But on the topic of Slaughterhouse, his next Doggie December would start off really strong with a day with unnerved Slaughterhouse, where he would get the level in 5 runs.
Oh my god, yes, let's fucking up.
He'd also have a bunch of other highlights this year, such as Oblivion spawning one of his best thumbnails ever made. He'd also give us the first look of...
Bro, even I referenced that. Oh, hold on, let me pull that up. Where's that at? Where's that at? We gotta go back to when I was doing quantum processing. That's when I brought out the Doggie face. Yeah, here we go. Here's the... Look at this screen right here. This is so cursed. Let me... Hold on, let me get rid of the face cam, bro. Look at this. Legendary! GD Colin ended up doing it. ST Slayer ended up doing the Doggie face in the thumbnail. That was a fun little trend.
A brand new top 5. Wait, what was that? Geometry Dash 2.2.
That scared crap out of me. I thought somebody was over there.
An update that took almost 7 full years to come out. This update was an absolute surprise for the entire community, giving Doggie one of his best performing videos yet, and an amazing update full of new content. And with 2.2 out, he'd make a 2.2 edition of his iconic Doggie Challenge series, where he'd have to deal with shit like this.
Oh, wait. Oh, really with that? Practice mode. Yeah, these are all gonna need practice.
Good God, 2.2 was a mistake. And for the finale of Doggie December 2023, he wanted to end off with a bang. He'd upload his completion of Firework, a top 5 he'd keep secret from his community.
Oh my god. Holy fuck. There is no way.
Why is he tweaking over Firework? This is way more of a reaction than anything else.
But this Doggie December would be like no other, with him including special guests each video, starting with the one and only Nepesta, the man who originally inspired Doggie to pursue YouTube in the first place. They'd meet up in person for the first in real life collab, where they'd play guest the Geometry Dash player, with Nepesta coming out on top.
Dude, Nepesta's like 8 feet tall, bro.
I win the bet to 3, as always.
Continuing with his next collab with GD Colon, one of Geometry Dash's best YouTubers, where they would do a level swap and ended up making this. Not bad at all. But his next video would be even better. With his second real life collab, he'd bring out Trick, the second best player in the entire game, where they would complete 2-player challenges, with his fans making some absolute garbage. But on the topic of challenges, Doggie cooked up a unique challenge for each game mode and challenged the best Osu player in the world for his next video, Murrek.
Pronounced Mrek. I don't know why you said it like that.
Being dominant for years in the Osu community and dabbling into the Geometry Dash community from time to time, was actually quite good and was able to complete all the challenges Doggie
Bro, the #1 Osu player was playing Slaughterhouse? That's pretty crazy.
threw his way. And on the topic of throwing, him and Zoink would team up to beat Shimmer on Deathlink for his next video, with Shimmer being not too hard of a
Yo, that's insulting. He said on the topic of throwing, Doggie and Zoink. That's mean, bro. That's mean. Low blow.
Level only being 94th on the demon list at the time. With Deathlink, Doggie and Zoink would put this around a top 10, being around Firework difficulty. Doggie's next guest would be one of the most infamous players to ever touch the game, Riot. They'd come together and attempt the OG Extreme Demon Roulette, where Bloodbath would still be at the #1 spot. With them getting 28 points, Riot beat the Watch.
That's a fun idea. I want to do that.
Allegations pretty quick. But for Doggie's next video, he'd bring in another Geometry Dash great, Technical, an overall joyful content creator that also overtook the demon list, getting an award for being the best player of 2.1. And together, they would do the 100 likes challenge. And the collab no one saw coming, Doggie would get cycling.
Yeah.
What the f? A retired creator, an infamous hacker that rivaled Riot before being outed by the community.
Yeah, bro, Cyclic was the OG Space UK. Cyclic walked so Space UK could run.
He would sit down and have an interview with him, and it went pretty well, all considered, with his English not being the best. And in another turn of events, this video was supposed to originally be with Space UK, but unfortunately he wasn't able to make it. But to end off 2024 with the final Doggie December video, the final guest of Doggie December would be, drumroll please,
I still remember when you called me a dumbass. I'm not doing that.
Please!
Okay, fine.
Who?
Doggie. Doggie would be Zoink's worst nightmare. Codependence.
Oh, that's right. He soloed Codependence. Yo, that's crazy.
Himself. Doggie would actually make really quick work of it. With Dulio Maestro as his hardest 2-player demon, Doggie had a lot on his plate, and he only had a month to do it. But just like Doggie always does, he would do the impossible and beat Codependent solo in only 28,000 attempts.
Insane.
Oh my god. That's
insane.
And with Doggie December coming to a...
Why was Peter Griffin there? Hold up. Is that...
Oh my god.
Why is Peter Griffin here in the level?
And with Doggie December coming to a close, we're on to Doggie's biggest project to date.
Well, that'll be for a later video. This video by itself has been in development for over 8 months. And as you can hear, gone through 3 different mics and 3 separate editors. So I will be splitting this video into 2 parts, with the next part having the entire grief journey and so much more. But if you're interested, I will have a members only video, including the original ending to this video, which was over 20 minutes long, covering Doggie's journey on grief up to month 13. But anyways, I hope you all have a great New Year's, and I will see you very soon.
Yo, W video Vernosis. Yo, go subscribe to Vernosis chat, because he is going to be uploading a part 2 to that, all about grief. I assume after grief gets verified, so a whole documentary about grief. Yo, that's gonna be tough. Yo, is he streaming right now? He's playing my level. He's playing Stereo Extremeness. What? Hold up. No, we're rating him, bro. We're rating him. Hold up. We are actually rating him.
Why is chat going crazy on?
Holy smoke!